Okay, so hello everyone, welcome. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So basically today is our second number of class, and we already covered our first day of class. Okay, so today is our second number of class. Okay, so let's go over today's class. So just I simply share my screen, then we try to start. Okay. Okay, so now can you see my screen? Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, yes.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. So hi and welcome program on Google Earth Engine for remote sensing analysis from beginners to advanced level. And we already covered our first day, and today is our second day number of class. So I am course coordinator. So the full course content we complete all of the course content in the second day and our second number of class. So today I will try to discuss about that how you can easily filtering and displaying the satellite images in Google Earth Engine platform, mainly Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, or any satellite images. How you can easily filtering and displaying, and also export the satellite images from the Google Earth Engine platform. We also try to discuss about that, and then how you can easily use the different types of band combination, different types of true color composite, false color composite, how you can easily use the different types of band combination. We also try to discuss about this. Then how you can easily export the satellite images from the Google Earth Engine platform, and then how you can easily import, filter, reduce, clip and display data in Google Earth Engine platform, and how to make the time series data for NDVI, how you can easily make the time series chart, then how to export any shapefile from the Google Earth Engine platform, and how you can easily calculating any indices from the satellite images such as NDVI, NDWI, EVI, or any types of indices, how you can easily calculate it in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so let's go. So basically, Google Earth Engine, it has its own Earth Engine public data catalog. In this Earth Engine public data catalog, we can get a lot of remotely sensed data we can easily access and freely use. So basically, in this Earth Engine public data catalog, we can easily access the Landsat, Sentinel, MODIS, terrain, land cover, atmospheric data, different types of satellite data, surface reflectance, top of atmospheric, raw image, and all of the data set it daily updating. And here you can find out that more than 200 public data set, more than 4,000 new images every single day we can get, more than 5 million images, more than 5 petabytes of data from this Earth Engine public data catalog. And you can see this is the Earth Engine public data catalog link. We can easily go to this link and access all of the Earth Engine public data catalog. Or if you want, you can simply go to your code editor and then simply click on the browse data catalog, then it easily you can access all of the data set. Okay, so in this time I try to discuss about that how you can easily import, filter, reduce, clip and display data in Google Earth Engine platform. Okay, so how to import the data set, then how to filter this data, then how to reduce this image collection, and then how to clip on your shapefile, then how to display the result on the map, and how to read projected this scale value, excel pixel value. Okay, so let's go. Just I simply open my code editor and then try to show you all of the things practically. So I just simply open a new browser and simply go to my code editor. Okay, so first of all I simply open my Earth Engine public data catalog. You can simply click on the search, you can see browse data catalog, simply click to here. Now I can access all of the Earth Engine data catalog, all of the data set I can easily access from here. I think some networking issue. Just a minute. Okay, so now you can say I can get all of the data set, Landsat, Modis, Sentinel. Also, you can see the climate, weather data, surface reflectance, climate data, atmospheric data, weather data, Landsat, Sentinel. So as when I have to click on here, you can see the Landsat. Here I can get all of the Landsat image collection. You can see Landsat 9, Landsat 8, Landsat 7, Landsat 5, Landsat 4. Okay, we can get all of the Landsat image collection, as well as also you can see Sentinel. So when I click on the Sentinel, here I can get all of the Sentinel image collection. Sentinel 1 SAR data, Sentinel 2 multispectral data, Sentinel 5, Sentinel 3. Okay, also you can get the some derivative data set also in. Okay, so also you can see Modis. When I click the Modis, here I can get all of the Modis data set. Different types of product we can easily get. You can see daily product. We can get some daily product, different types of Terra surface reflections daily, Terra snow cover daily, Terra land surface temperature daily. Also you can see Terra surface reflections daily. So a lot of data set we can easily get for the daily. We can get also some derivative data set such as the leaf area index, Terra surface reflectance, Terra surface reflect. You can see Terra land surface temperature. Also you can see thermal. Lot of data set we can easily get in here. Okay. In this time, for the Modis, when you want to work with the Modis, all of the data set you can just follow the same process for importing, for filtering, for displaying the mapping, for exporting. All of the things will be same. So in this time, I just work with one data set. Suppose I want to work with the data set. I want to work with this data set and try to make the NDVI map. Okay, so this is the trap vegetation indices 60-day global 250 meter resolution. So just I simply click on here. I can get all of the information about this data set, such as dataset availability date. We can get the dataset between this time period. It will be start from 2000 February. Also you can see that this is the in date. Okay, between this time period I can access this dataset, and this is the dataset provider. Also you can see the art engine snippet. So basically this is the unique ID. Every single dataset has a unique ID. So in this time, this unique ID is for Modis Terra vegetation indices 16-day global 250 meter resolution. This dataset I can find out this unique ID. Okay. Also you can see I can get all of the information about this data set. Also you can see how many bands are available in this data set. We can find out only for the two band, NDVI and EVI. This two band also gives a term of use. So in this time I want to work with this data set. So first of all I need to import the data set in my code editor. So this is my code editor. Okay, this is my code editor. This code editor I need to import this data set. Mainly we can import the data set in our code editor two way. If you want, you can simply copy this unique ID or art engine snippet. So simply copy and then paste here. Then paste here, okay, and put a variable name. Suppose I simply put the variable name. You can put any variable name. I put the variable name, suppose Modis NDVI. Okay. In this time, what happened? This is my full image collection of the Modis Terra vegetation indices 16-day global 250 meter resolution. This full image collection in this time I want to store it in this variable Modis NDVI. You can put any variable name. Okay. So now this data set is imported in my code editor. This is the one way. Another way is that you can simply search here Modis NDVI. You can simply search. So now I can get all of the suggested data set for Modis NDVI. I want to work with the Modis NDVI, this dataset, Terra vegetation indices 60-day global 250 meter resolution. I want to work with this dataset. I simply click on here. I can get the same information. All of the things will be same information, dataset availability date, this information as well as this information is the same. Okay. And when I click on here, you can see now I can access this same page. Okay. Same page will be access. Okay. Same page. This is the catalog view of this dataset. This dataset catalog view, when I want to click on here, I can get the catalog page of this dataset, same dataset. So in this time, I can simply click to the import. Now this dataset is also imported. So we can import the dataset in Art Engine code editor two way. If you want, you can simply copy this Art Engine snippet and then paste on your code editor and put a variable name. You can use any variable name or simply search here and simply import. Okay, so there is a two way when you want to import the dataset. You can follow any one, no problem. Okay, so in this time I just simply follow the suppose you can follow the anyway. Okay, so I simply use the first. So you can see it's the default variable name, image collection. It's the default. If you want, you can change it or not. It's totally different you. So just I simply change it. Suppose I put the name modis NDVI. Okay. Okay. So now what's happened? My full image collection. This is the full image collection is imported in a variable. This variable name is the modis NDVI. Okay. In this time, this full image collection I need to filter. In this time, you can see this data has a two band, NDVI and EVI. In this time, I want to work with the NDVI. Okay. So first of all, I need to select this band NDVI. So in this time, I just simply take a variable. Suppose I put the variable name is that NDVI band. You can use any variable name. Okay. Then I simply call the full image collection modis NDVI. In this time, this variable is stored the all of the image collection, full image collection. From this full image collection, I need to select only for NDVI band. Okay. In this time, I want to check how many images are available for the whole world between the time period year of 2000 from 2022. Between this time period, how many images are available? I want to check it for the NDVI. Okay. So I simply use here the print function. So mainly we are using the print function for printing any object, any number, anything. Then I simply call the NDVI this variable name and paste here and use a size function. So mainly size is a function. It's determine how many images or image size. I want to simply click to the run. So now I can get how many images are available between the time period from year of 2000 to 2022, this time period. Here I can got total 517 images. Okay, but in this time I also need to filter. I don't need for the whole world, all of the time period I don't need. I need only a specific time period. Okay, so for this, when you want to filter your date, we need to use a function. It's called the filter date function. So I simply take a variable, suppose filter date. 517 images. This 517 images is stored in a variable. This variable name is that NDVI band. Okay, I simply call this band variable name and simply use a function filter date. Filter date. In this time I simply put here the start date and end date. Suppose my observation time period is that from year of 2015, suppose 1st January from year of 2020 December 31. Okay, so this is my observation time period. So I simply select this time period. Suppose your observation time period is only for the 1 year. You can simply put the year of 2015 1st January from 2015 December 31. Okay, so in this time I work with for the total 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Total 6 years data set I want to use for making this NDVI map. Okay, so I simply select my time period. And then now I want to check how many images are available for this time period, year of 2015 to 2020. Between this time period, how many images are available? I want to check it. So when I want to check how many images are available between this time period, just I simply use the same function. I simply use the print function and then simply call this filter date and use here the size function again. So now I want to get how many images are available between this time period. Here I can get only 138 images. Okay, so here I can get only 138 images between this time period. Okay, so in this time, if you want to check what is the time duration, every single images, what is the time interval, I want to check it. Just I simply use the print function and then simply call the filter date and I click to the run. So now you can check, I will get every single image time interval. Here I can get total, you can see when I simply open this 16 day. You can see first image 1st January, second image 17 January, then 2nd February. So every single image time interval is that 16 day. That's why this dataset called 16-day global. Okay, so this dataset time interval you can see the 16 day. Every first to the second you can see every image time interval is the 16 day. So that's why this dataset called 16-day global. Okay, in this time I need to make the reduce this image collection. Okay, so here you can see all of the image collection is not captured at the same time. It's the different time period. Okay, from the between this time period. Okay, in this time I need to reduce this image collection. Okay, so now I can use the different way for reducing. Suppose if you want, you can use here the mean function. Mean function is mainly calculated the average all of the 138 images. It calculated the average pixel value of NDVI. Okay, so in this time I try to show you that how you can easily use the average NDVI all of the total 138 images. So for this I simply take a variable and put the variable name, suppose average, suppose NDVI. Okay, in this time I want to calculate the average from this total 138 images, and this 138 images is stored in a variable. What is the variable name? Filter date. I simply copy and simply paste here. Okay, in this time I just simply use a function, reduce function, reduce. Okay, reduce is a statistical function. So mainly when you want to calculate any statistical such as average, maximum, minimum, standard deviation, then we can use here the reduce function. And then how I can reduce? I want to reduce using the average. So in this time I have to reduce earth engine reducer dot mean. In this time what happened, you can see I calculated total 138 images average pixel value. Okay, and it stored the variable average NDVI. I want to show the result, so just I simply use here the map dot add layer and then simply call this average NDVI and click to the run. So now you can see I can get the whole world NDVI map between this time period, year of 2015 to 2022. But in this time you can see I did not add any color. Okay, so that's why I can get the totally ash color map look like this. In this time I want to add here the visualization. Okay, so they already provide some visualization demo code in here. I just simply copy their visualization code from here, simply copy and then simply paste in my code editor. Okay, in this time what happened, you can see mainly in this time they are make a dictionary. You can see they are make a dictionary. In this dictionary they add here the mean pixel value of NDVI. It will be start from the 0 and max up to 8000, as well as they are also use here the color gradient, different types of color they are using. So we already know about that. In map add layer function, after object name we always put visualization. Okay, in this time my visualization variable name is that NDVI vis. I simply copy and then paste here. Okay, then click to the run. So now this visualization is set with this map. So now you can see I can get the whole world NDVI map in here. Okay, and this time we can easily identify where the dense vegetation, where the no vegetation or moderate vegetation, you can easily identify from this map. And you can see in this time it represented for the whole world. Okay, NDVI map. Suppose in this time I don't need for the whole world, I need only for the country of Bangladesh or India or any specific region. Okay, I want to need this NDVI map. So for this I can simply import my shapefile. Okay, so first class I also try to show you that part, how you can easily import your own shapefile from your local storage. So you can easily import the shapefile and you can easily clip with this shapefile, then you can get the result only for the specific region. Okay, in this time I want to work with the dataset US-DOS dataset. Okay, and mainly US-DOS dataset provide you the international country boundary polygon. And first class I also try to discuss about that, how you can easily filtering this dataset. In this time I can get my boundary from this dataset. Okay, just I simply import. Now I can check it will be imported, and default variable name is a table. Okay, if you want to change or not change, it doesn't matter. Okay, so in this time I simply filter this table and find out my shapefile, boundary shapefile of country boundary of Bangladesh or any country boundary. So for this I just simply take a variable and put the variable name, suppose country. Okay, I just simply call my table this variable name because this table is stored all of the country boundary shapefile. Okay, in this time I want to filter this table, so I simply use the filter. Then I define how I can filter. I want to filter earth engine filter equal. What's equal what? I simply put here the country name, such as suppose Bangladesh. I simply put this Bangladesh. In this time what happened, you can see this Bangladesh country boundary shapefile is stored at the variable country. Okay, in this time I want to simply use here a clip function. I simply use here the clip function and clip with boundary, and my boundary is the Bangladesh, and this Bangladesh boundary shapefile is stored in a variable country. I simply copy and paste here. Okay, then click to the run. In this time I can get the result only for the country boundary of Bangladesh. You can see it will be loaded. Okay, but you can see it look very small. In this time I want to add here the map center object function, so that's why it will be automatically focus on the center. So let's go. Just I simply use a function map dot center object. I just simply in this time my object is the shapefile. Suppose this is a shapefile country. I simply paste here and then use here the zoom level 10 and click to the run. So now you can see it automatically focus of this country boundary shapefile. I can get the result. So now you can see I can get the whole country boundary NDVI map of Bangladesh between this time period. Okay, so now you can easily export this map and you can easily work with the ArcMap software for making your presentation map or research paper map. Okay, I also try to show you the later. In this time, suppose I want to need the map for the another country. Just I simply put here the suppose any country, suppose Saudi Arabia. I simply put and click to the run. So now I can get the result for the Saudi Arabia NDVI map between this time period. So now you can see I can easily get this Saudi Arabia country boundary shapefile and this NDVI map in here. So here you can see very less vegetation we can find out in here. Okay, so any country, so you can simply put this name. Suppose I simply put this country boundary such as any country boundary in the world. Suppose I simply put this name, suppose Pakistan, and click to the run. So now you can see I can easily get this Pakistan NDVI map between this time period, and you can easily change the time period according to your observation time period. You can simply change this time period and you can easily get the result. Okay, so you can see now I can get the NDVI map for the Pakistan. Okay, in this time, in this map has a problem. This problem is that we can easily find out the problem when I want to click on the inspector tab. You can see inspector tab and click on this any portion of the map. You can say I can get the result look like this, 4182. When I click I can get the result, you can see 1251. But NDVI value mainly this range is that -1 to +1.